Hello there, this is Hugo Stiglitz, and welcome to this Let's Play series featuring Korea and going for a science victory. Little background, I played some multiplayer with some friends and did pretty well, and had a really fun time with them, and they wanted to know some of the kind of the meta ways to win, and so I wanted to do a couple series where I show how to win on deity with some of the most, like, the civs you're going to be picking when you play multiplayer or play deity the first time, and show kind of the meta way to try to win on deity, and hopefully, you know, we do win, right? But, so I'm going to start with science, because I think that's kind of the general way people play, and I want to show one of the, you know, the best ways to play it, and then in future series I'll be doing one for each victory type. So I've picked Korea. It's continents and islands. I figure that's very balanced. It's what you're going to play on most multiplayer matches. Difficulty's deity, everything else is standard. This is the game random seed and the map random seed if you wanted to try it yourself. And let's go ahead and start. And I haven't played this map, I haven't seen the start, so I don't know what to expect. We'll have to adjust as we go.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water to the great beasts of
Korea's
the Stone
strength
Age,
obviously is science.
to
They're
man
kind of the
taking
meta
his
science.
first
Update the Mayans are
you
also
have
pretty
come
good.
far.
Also Scotland's a great science.
now begins
play.
your greatest
There's a
quest.
few other good choices.
From this early cradle of
Incas are actually
civilization
one of my favorite
on
science civs just
towards
because
the
of their
stars.
start next to mountains.
Queen Sandu, the stars reveal you
So with
lead
Korea-
Korea to greatness. Build Seoul to educate your people, for the secrets of the world are theirs to uncover.
Governors are going to be a big
For
benefit,
those who would
obviously.
steal your knowledge, treat them to a
3%
rain
culture and
of
science for each
rocket-propelled
promotion.
fire from your
We're going
Hwacha.
to have
Reach
mines
for
and
the
farms near
heavens,
our Siwon
shrewd queen,
districts.
and your people will reach with you.
Sorry, just letting Sean Bean finish his little speech there. So yeah, our special district is the C1, where we can. It's a unique campus, and basically when you play Civ, if you have a unique district, you want your entire strategy to revolve around that district, right? Because it provides massive benefits. So we're going to focus on governors with promotions. We might not get that many cities, though we do want to get a few. Obviously more cities, the more science you can get. And then we want to build mines and farms around our C1 districts. Okay, so immediately, I don't really love this starting position. I see a river here where I'd like to get to, but I don't know if it's worth, right? You don't want to spend more than a turn or two. The benefit of settling right here, there isn't really a benefit of settling right here, to be honest. It's a simple plains. Now, you don't want to settle necessarily on hills as Korea because you want to save those for your C1 districts. And being next to mountains doesn't really affect that much. Now, we could move on to the incense and get up immediately, which we can sell to the AI, which would be good. But if we do that, now we have less good tiles to work because we're going to have 2 mountain tiles and 2 coastal tiles. Also, I just want to double check, make sure I have no mods on. Okay, so I do have one mod, the simple UI adjustments, that's okay. And that's actually going to show a lot, you'll see it as we're going through this. It does give us a lot more information. Getting near these fish would be nice. Again, I think getting to the river might be the right scenario, it might be the right option. Just to be on that fresh water. But we're going to obviously lose a turn or two, but I think it's still pretty vital, so I'm going to take the risk and get there. Wanted to see a bit more with my warrior, see what I can see out here. I think I'm going to actually settle right here. I think it's, well, man, it's tough. This is a tough starting spot. It's not tough, it's good, it's just where our settler is not great. And so if I settle, I could settle here on the coast to make sure I can have a great coastal city and then move settlers inland. And we can get as many settled cities as we can on this river. Which I think actually is probably the right call. It would be funny if I went all the way back to the incense this turn. So I'm just kind of counting where we would settle. If I settle here, I could settle cities out here, up here. Okay, I think I'm going to do that. On the other hand, if we settle on this, we get the Plains Hill. But if we settle if we settle here, we could build our C1 district here and have mines next to it and get a lot more science. I think that's a bit more valuable. And obviously, you know, you might disagree with this decision, and part of me disagrees with settling here anyways. Part of me wishes I kind of settled on the incense now that I've got over here and see that there's mountains, and it's not really much better than I had, but we got to get the city down. We do get the boost for sailing, which is nice. I think, and it's good to plan out your cities as early as you can, and obviously change the plans as you learn more. But it's going to help you develop much better cities. So, and the reason I think if we do this C1 district here, we can put mines near it. That's the quarry on a mine. Because each mine for Korea is going to give us +1 science. So this city could be getting us a ton of science. We might want to, change that based off as we learn more, but that's I think, a good plan for now. And lately, I've been doing a build where I go for a scout or two, and then getting a settler. So I think I'm going to do that and keep my warriors somewhat close, venture out a little bit, and then I'll be sending scouts out everywhere else. With that in mind, always check to see if you're working the tiles you want to be. We're working a 1-2, which means our growth is really slow, which is unfortunate. We really want to get some more growth here, but I don't know if it's worth, we want to buy this tile as soon as possible, I think. Which we're going to need 50 gold for. I think this is fine for now, so we can get these scouts out. They're just really valuable. But we're definitely going to want to get this soon. And in fact, because we have the fish, I'm tempted to go for sailing. I almost never go for sailing first, but those would be some really good improvements. On the other hand, mining would also be really good. Get some mines down. I think it's also really nice to get husbandry so we can get towards archers for defense. I think I'm going to go for that first, and then go to pottery and writing, and then I'll probably get mining and sailing. I'm not going to go for a religion this game when you play science. I have played a couple games where you get, science and religion, but in general, it's not that beneficial. Another idea, a good thought about settling here, again, maybe not the best starting spot, but it's very defensible. We have mountains here protecting us, mountains up here kind of restricting access for the AI in case they do an early rush. So keep that in mind when you settle cities where you can defend, especially if you're playing next to aggressive people. So we already found some barbarian cats, looks like. They probably came from the north, so I'm going to send, there's the camp, so I'm going to send our warrior up there. Okay. Scout should be done in 2 turns. They are fortified, so we're going to get a pretty decent defeat here. Deity, you have some combat penalties. I'd like to restrict the scout getting back, so I'm going to move the warrior here, and then we're going to send this scout down to settle south, or not to settle, but to explore. We can't get that we can't get our settler yet, and a builder would be nice, but it's not really necessary, so I'm going to get that second scout, I think, and then we're going to attack the scout to try and, if we can kill the scout, they can't, I don't think they'll spawn the barbarian units. Oh, well, I guess I was wrong about that. I'd like to see what's on this coastline. Holy moly. Okay, well, I obviously misplayed that. That's, that happens. Can't be too mad about it. It does mean I might want to change from a scout to a warrior. But I think I'm actually going to keep it. We do have this now, which is a lot better, which means we'll grow faster and we can still get that production back.
If there are no dogs in heaven, then when I die, I want...
Beautiful. We didn't discover horses anywhere near us, but it's not the end of the world. I'm tempted, honestly, to get early archery, but I think I'm going to go towards pottery first. Let's make sure we're still working the ones we want. Yep, we want these. Those are the tiles we all worked. Keep exploring with our scout here. It'd be nice if we could find some goody huts. Looks like we found the Granada city-state, which is here. We also weren't the first, unfortunately, to discover it, which means there's definitely an AI player with closer than us probably to it. I would assume down here, but could be up here. If they're down here, any goody huts down there might be taken. But I'm going to send our scout this direction. Oh, and there's the warriors coming in. I think we're going to need... I'd love to get the second settler, but I don't really have an escort because I lost that warrior. Like a fool. So, unfortunately, I'd love to be getting that settler here. We're going to be kind of behind. I think we can come back. And I'm actually kind of glad that happened, now I think about it, just because that's going to happen to you all the time in multiplayer and just whenever you play, and sometimes I might restart if that happens, or want to restart, but it's that, you have to play through it. and showing how to get through that I think is the right good thing to show. So we're gonna get a warrior first.
It is not wisdom, but authority.
We're gonna plug this in, and we're gonna take the. Actually, we're gonna take this, simply because a pantheon would be really nice, and we want to make sure we want to get a good pantheon. To get maybe that free settler. And I think with the way we're going, I'd love to get the oracle. It's not a necessity, but I would really like it. But we also really want to rush out some settlers, so I'm going to rush early empire. There's our first goody hut, so hopefully we'll get that next turn. We're going to keep fortifying our scout. They're actually do really well defensively if they're fortified and in some rough terrain. So we can just kind of let this warrior kill itself against us. Let's get that goody hut. Ooh, we gives us domestic plus foreign trade and military tradition. That is very, very nice. That is a beautiful tile, the deer. So this looks like it's a unit, or not a unit, an AI. So we're going to go discover them, so we can get the boost towards writing. Unfortunately, the warrior is done attacking us, but I'm going to move my scout out. I want to slowly creep around him. And then let's come down here and meet this AI player.
No man ever wetted.
Okay, with that, we're going to move the warrior out to protect. We're immediately going to start building our second settler, because we need to start settling our cities. We're definitely going to want these coastal tiles. We probably want to settle south. This is very fertile land. Obviously, it should be ours, and we don't want the AI beating us to it. We also want some cities to the north, and we should start plotting out. I think this would be a really, really good Petra city. Right? Look at all these desert hills. So let's start plotting out what we'd want to do here. We could settle right here, have a nice coastal city, and with that, it's got to be 4 tiles away. And we couldn't settle on the river here, unfortunately, if we do that. Well, we could. We could do a Petra city, like right here, which would be a pretty awesome Petra. Then we could settle another city here. We obviously have some C1 districts out there. If we settle here, it's too close to the capital. We could settle right there, maybe. The alternative is instead of settling here, we could just settle right here. But I actually think that's okay, because we can build an aqueduct to this right here if we settled right there. Yeah, and just kind of plan this out. Obviously, this can change based on what happens in the game, but it's not a bad idea to kind of plot these out. Now, this might take away... We might not settle there simply because it would take away a nice hill, so we might settle actually right here for that second to this city down here. With that, we would need loyalty pressure, so we would need to settle here if we can. It'll depend on the AI, and then we'd want another one up here. About right there. That's kind of what we're thinking. This will probably be our first city, or this one. Probably this one because it's on the river. We're going to have better growth. I'd like to get writing. We're going to get a boost towards it. Mining would also be good, so we're going to get the mining first and then go to writing. We're going to keep coming out here with our scout. Our warrior's going to focus on protecting settler when it comes out. Okay, so yeah, so we do have a lot of barbarian units that are going to be coming in.
أنا السلطان موسى سيد مالي
It is an honor to meet you, and we'd love to settle. Get their hospitality. That's their capital. Hopefully they'll be settling to the south. We want to be in their good graces immediately, so we're going to send them a delegation. And we would like to make a trade, but there's nothing really to trade right now, so we can't do much about that. Okay, so this scout's obviously in a little bit of trouble. We're going to attack this slinger while we can. Might have to fall back soon. Let's bring our scout away to make sure he can be protected. In the meantime, let's keep scouting and see what the Malay are up to down here. I kind of want to draw them in to attack my scout, like this warrior, because he'll do some damage, you can run away, and he's attacking someone in rough terrain, right? And we get the promotion. I don't want to venture this guy too far out. I know he had another slinger. we're going to take this promotion. Normally I almost always take the hills. Honestly, there's a lot of forest here. Man, I mean, yeah, it's hard to know. I think I'm going to take the woods this time. Normally I almost always go hills. I find that to be a little better most of the time. I think I'm going to bring this warrior back real fast just to heal him, see what the barbarians are going to do. Someone built a great bath. That is a-okay. We don't care. Now we can eliminate the slinger and didn't have to attack over a river nor get hit by him. Okay, so we're obviously trying to deal with this barbarian encampment as soon as possible, but without losing any more units. We've lost too many already.
Pensiat vengut alla cor d'Alienu, duchessa da Chitania, reina consorts de Franza ed Anglaterra.
Okay, Eleanor, it's an honor to meet her as well. We would love to find out where she is. The good thing is we have a desert in between us, so hopefully she doesn't settle this direction, though the AI is known to be a moron, so we'll see if that goes. Alright, she rejects the friendship, obviously. Nothing to trade yet. Yeah, that's not just going to happen. We don't have... It's nice if you have a luxury resource, like if we had settled on the incense, because we would have been able to sell it immediately, and that friendship comes very strongly from having a positive AI trade. We're going to settle back just to heal up, and then we'll go forward with this unit. Not to mention we want to protect that settler. Let's make sure we are working the right tiles. This is a 1-2. But we have lots of housing left. I definitely want this locked in. I honestly wouldn't mind working this. I also wouldn't mind purchasing this. This 3-1 would be really nice. One that we can improve. I think I'm actually going to do that. I really want to grow the capital a bit faster. There we go. So it's already working out. We don't have to lock it in. That's just going to help us grow the city. Scouting, heal up the warrior. I know we'd get a promotion next attack, but I really don't
Who
want to
deserves
die
more
if he's
credit
on
than the
spot.
wife of a coal miner?
We have mining with that. We need to get our bonus up and running, that C1 district, as soon as possible. We really need more cities. We've met Cleopatra. She's great. Okay. Yep, we'd love to. We want to be friendly with as many people as possible this game, at least for now. Okay, so we can get open borders from her. 17 gold. I'm going to accept that. It's not that bad of a deal right now. I'd like to try and get be friends with someone. It dissuades other people from attacking. Outpost. Very nice. I'm going to heal up so we can eliminate that warrior. Didn't mean to click on that. Settlers done in 3 turns. We really need to get these cities out as soon as we possibly can. I'm going to come out this way because I think there's a better chance that there's goodie huts. Unclaimed one. We only
Every
got about
nation
1 this
lives
game,
by
which is
exchanging.
unfortunate. We have a decent area as long as we can settle it, but overall the start hasn't been great this game. Change your policies. Look at them. We're going to actually hold on to both of these so we can have the bonus against the barbarians. This is tempting. We want that extra production, but I think that Pantheon is going to be a bit more rewarding. Now that we have that trade route, it'll be worth maybe saving up some gold to buy the trade route once we can actually access it. Honestly, and Granada, especially since it's tough to be the suzerain of a city-states on deity, train an archer, we're definitely going to get that. We might end up conquering Granada someday. We'll see. I'm going to heal up this scout a couple turns, and then in the meantime, with this settler being done, I'm going to wait to escort the settler next turn, and then after that we'll bring the warrior up to deal with the enemy. Oops, clicking on those pins.
ماذا فعلتم ليأخذوا
So yeah, the Mali already does not like us. In fact, no one does, despite having open borders with Egypt. And that's just going to happen on deity. And honestly, it's not bad practice because you should just assume your enemies, even in multiplayer, hate you. So, interesting. So just looking at kind of some of the pins we have, and I want to just, now that we have the settler, maybe readjust. You're debating if this is really worth settling right here, that kind of thing. The Petra City. It's not a bad layout. Could it be improved? Possibly. It kind of recommends settling here in the floodplain. Not sure if I would normally recommend that. If we did, though, we could maybe settle this city one further south, maybe on the copper. then we would lose this coastal city, right? So, I mean, there's ups and downs kind of everywhere. But I think we want this spot claimed as soon as possible. And if we do settle here, we should be able to also get a city right about there eventually. Okay, now we could get that second settler, but I think we're gonna get this in soon. I think honestly getting another unit is not a bad idea. A builder would also be really nice in our capital. We can improve these. In fact, I think I am gonna go for the builder. It's a little greedy because we have almost no military, and you have some civs with some pretty large militaries. But the closest to us is the Mali. Egypt is powerful, but they're probably gonna attack the Mali, not us. And Paris is pretty far away. We should be able to see them coming with our scout here if they were to come attack us. So I think I'm going to play a little greedy and go for a builder. And then we'll probably, when we get early empire, we'd like to get some more settlers out as soon as possible. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Really, really nice land up here that Egypt will be able to claim. Next turn. Major flood. Whew. That was close to damaging our units. Thank goodness that didn't happen. Okay, I think this scout's fine to start moving.
Oddly, it appears not to be the scar of a meteorite.
Beautiful. So that gives us the boost towards astrology. And then we also could maybe have a city out here next to this, getting some extra faith, though we're not really using faith.
Writing is easy.
To us. Okay, now that we have that C1 district, we have the city here. We're going to build that city. Bring this word out here to protect. I often have my second or third, just focus on builders to feed the capital, to build up the capital. In this case, though, I kind of want some C1 districts up as soon as possible. I'm not quite sure where we're going to want to put the C1 district in the city. Maybe right here. We would need to do some chops. We also really want this tile to work immediately. Honestly, I'm tempted to actually go for builders as well. Or the trader, since we spent that gold. And I think that would be beneficial. I'm going to go for a trader here and then probably focus on builders in this city. We're going to finish the builder in the capital because there's only 3 turns left, and then we'll build the C1. Let's lock in the price, though. Ooh, man, I forgot we didn't own that yet, and that's where I want it. That's going to be a +4. Okay, so we're going to have to wait, anyways, till we have the gold, or we could maybe sell something to the AI, though we don't really have anything to sell, so... it's fine, since it's back a couple turns. I probably shouldn't have bought that now that I think about it, but it's not the end of the world. Now that we've met some AI, I think it's not a bad idea to go towards archery. We're not going to get the boost with the slinger, but being able to get archers would be really helpful. Though, actually, let's get sailing first. And the reason is that this builder, I'd like to actually improve these with that builder, so maybe instead of finishing the builder, we've put production into another settler. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna change that up. And the reason is that all we could do with that builder right now is basically do a chop and build a mine. And we want the 3 improvements, and we really want to improve these 2 fish. So I'm going to wait on that till we have sailing, and I'm going to focus on another settler first. I'm going to attack this slinger, I think. Our scout should be able to run away. I'd like to do some damage before I, minor defeat. I'd like to draw them into attack, so I'm going to hold off on that. Let's keep exploring. Alright, we've got another city-state, both militaristic, and we have a promotion here, so let's remember to do that next turn. We have a lot of barbarians coming in. We got the promotion. Let's attack here. We should get hit and still have health to get a promotion left, I think. I think I'm going to bring this scout south. Bring this one over. Oh man, that would have been great to claim a free settler. Obviously, you got barbarian trouble. That's just going to happen sometimes. Yeah, obviously Egypt wants to be aggressive. They're a long ways from us. Okay, so now we are in a bit more trouble. We're going to, I think, retreat to get the promotion. Take battle cry. I keep forgetting that promotion on that. I'm tempted to switch now from the settler to just to get another a warrior or something out. Unfortunate, but I hate having to waste production on military, but you just have to do it sometimes. And I'd love to have archers, but getting sailing is just going to be really beneficial. So I'm going to get another warrior. Yeah, that's probably the right call, playing a little safe. Heal up this scout for a few turns, go next turn. Let's see where these barbarians go. The good news is they actually might deal with that gamut for us. Okay, so we're doing fine there. I do not like that they settled that close, but luckily with the desert here, they might not come any closer. Gosh, I really want to keep exploring. Beautiful. Let's take the hill movement with this guy. Auckland would be a really, really good city-state to have the citizenship of. Let's see what they want us to do. Construct a C1, we're definitely going to get that one. Spearmen, not so much. Oh, we get some help from city-states, that's nice. We get our Pantheon. We're going to have to retreat to heal this warrior up a little bit. Don't want to lose him. We're a little late getting the Pantheon, unfortunately. Didn't get any bonuses towards Faith, so we can't get the free Settler, nor the free Builder, which is pretty unfortunate. We don't care about Faith Gen, so Divine Spark's never bad. We get some extra Great Scientist points. Production towards fishing boats would be... It's not helpful yet, but I mean, getting the extra 2 production here would be nice, plus any other coastal cities would be have a lot of production. I'm tempted to get that. Yeah, I'm basically deciding between that and then Divine Spark. +1 for every district. +1 production. We're going to have a decent amount of Great Scientist points, so I'm not super worried. I'm tempted to get that extra production, even though I won't have my builder done yet. I think I'm going to take that. It's not an immediate boost, but I really want to build up my capital soon. Man, we need some more culture gen. It's been a rough start, all things considered, but it's okay. Okay, so they're dealing with that. This warrior will mop this up, and we can go back to eating our settlers and everything else we're producing. You can attack our capital all he wants. They can't raise it or really do much.
It is not that life ashore is...
Okay, so we got sailing. Now we're going to rush. We need to get archery. We got to get some archers out. This warrior, I think, is healed enough to absorb some attacks. Next turn we get our warrior and we can get that builder done. Get the kill. Move up here. Okay, now we should be able to lock this price in and build the district. We're not going to finish it. We're going to get the builder first. We just wanted to lock the price in.
As it turns out, Mount Kilimanjaro...
Great. That is really nice. That should give that scout some nice XP. One camp man can give you so much trouble. Okay. We're going into a dark age. That's actually okay.
It was
because
luxuries like
it to be better. We're going to switch out for the production. We're going to keep the combat bonus, and we can't really use any of these other things. This is actually very nice, and I would like it. But I need to finish the district first to get our science up. We're getting horrible science. We need that district completed. So I'm going to keep this in for now, and then I'll swap it out for the settlers as soon as we can. I'm also going to improve our science by putting this guy in our capital. I'm going to take the district bonus, that momental, yeah, whatever it's called. And I really want the Oracle, so I'm tempted to get that now so I can start doing some production on it. Actually, I'm going to go for craftsmanship first. It's not game ending if we don't get the Oracle, so maybe I don't worry about it quite yet. Okay, so we've got the barbarians out. Now that we've got the trader done, we're just going to get the C1 district up. And I want to be able to put mines near it, which makes me think this is going to be the best spot. And if that's the case, we definitely need to chop there first, as well as Quintal. So we're going to focus on builders here. This trader done, we could trade all the way to Granada and get 3 gold. Not terrible, but we don't get any benefit. We could also go up to Bordeaux, but we're literally going through the barbarian encampment. I'm not going to risk it. Nani is tempting. Now we could get barbarians here. I think it's a little risky. I think I'm going to take the growth first, make sure I have a road here, and make sure I also don't lose my trader unit. With the builder done, we're going to get extra production from these. This one will give us 2, which will be really, really nice. With that done, let's get the C1 district up, delete the pin for it. Let's heal up this warrior unit, and let's actually come up here to explore and see if we can get a sneak at eliminating that barbarian encampment.
The rising world of waters.
We are, by the grace of God,
England. It's an honor. I'm teaching there's another England here. It's a big continent. Okay, so they only have that slinger. We should be able to deal with them just fine. Let's make sure we protect our trader here. We should be able to survive this attack, I think. It's a little bit risky, obviously, but time to nut up or shut up, right? Use for that warrior. Let's see if he survives the attack. He's fortified and in rough terrain. Actually, he might just step on it. Oh, he ran away anyways. I'm not going to complain. I'm going to heal up a turn. Actually, I'm going to come up north and see if I can just sneak grabbing it rather than without getting hit by the slinger. Lots of unclaimed land up here. I also have to scout a little bit with the builder, but I'd like to get the boost towards craftsmanship, so I need a 3rd improvement. So we're going to come build this mine here first. Heal here. We'll get it next turn, so I'm going to put a turn. I'm going to start going towards mysticism. Next turn we get archery. Oh, they're going to claim that, aren't they? Unless they attack the slinger, which is what I'm hoping for. Really hoping this unit attacks that slinger, so I can get the gold from the barbarian encampment. Oh, ouch. Okay, so we get the arrows.
May the forces of evil be...
We can get archers. We're going to actually move on to this tile to be much more fortified, be able to heal. Lots of air score coming in. With that, we can start really looking forward. Irrigation's not a bad idea. We want to get bronze working first. Our science has literally doubled, essentially. We're going to build this mine. It gives us craftsmanship. That in my... it says we still need 1 more turn. That's a joke, right? Okay. This unit having healed a bit, you should be able to fight and get the promotion he needs. Okay, so now we have to kind of make a pivotal decision. Do we pump settlers out of our capital, diminishing some of its strengths, or do we pump settlers out of here after building a government district? I think we do both. Actually, no. I think I'm only going to get settlers out of the capital, which means we need a governor promotion soon, and we want Magnus to get 2 promotions. It's not going to happen for a bit. We're going to lose some population in the capital, but that's not the end of the world. It'll grow back quickly with those fish that it's working.
Without craftsmanship, inspiration is a mere reed shaken in the...
Okay, let's look at our policies. Now that we're getting settlers, we want to put in the settler production. And I think this is still okay to have the bonus towards fighting those barbarians. Should get the, yeah, we get the promotion there. Protect the trader here. I think we're going to go towards state workforce. I think that we're going to build the Oracle, but only after we get political philosophy. It's just going to kind of be a bonus for us. The AI love it, so we might not get it. And because of the problems we had at the beginning with barbarians, I won't be too upset if we don't get the Oracle. Getting it is just a nice bonus. Okay, so we should be able to snag this, get the money. Very nice. We get the promotion. Let's move him into the city. Take battle cry. So we hope there'd be some tribal villages up here. You are welcome.
Bronze is the mirror of...
Let's see if we can get a trade with them. I'd really like to be friends with them. Beautiful. They're going to use our borders and pay us for it. Let's talk to them and see if it's the same. I'll take it. Just want as many good deals as we can. As you can see, the UI mod, it kind of helps you kind of see some more detail on these trades, which is nice. Open borders. Oh. 7 gold, that's fine. We want good relationships. We want to avoid war, so that after the setback of the barbarians, we can grow quickly. We don't want them to jump on the opportunity of us being a little weaker right now. Okay, so let's go towards irrigation, and we want to get the C1 district up here, but we need to do a chop first. So I'm going to make sure there's no barbarian there. That's why I moved the settler, or the warrior out rather than healing. So what do we want to chop out when we chop here? I would say I'm tempted to get another builder, so we can get these mines going. A settler's not a bad idea, to be honest. Let's also see what we're working here, because that's not the best. Actually, no, we don't want to swap that, do we? We got that for our capital. We'd like to get some more growth here. We have some growing room. You know what? Let's chop out a granary. We also need to buy that tile. We're going to retreat so that the slinger won't just eliminate our warrior that turn. Okay, the Mali and Egypt are going to war. That's actually really good for us because it'll set them back and allow us to play some to catch up a little faster. Fort here, still get that chop. Heal up this warrior unit. Also going to have to set this warrior to heal up here. There's also iron up here, which is really nice. And that's really our only accessible source of iron. So we might actually want to settle to the north soon, but these are just too valuable cities, so we need to settle them quickly. Things are poorly led. That's okay. You can think that. Oh yeah, it looks. See, obviously, even when I plan, I make mistakes because we can't settle there. With that in mind, let's look at this and see all of the places we can settle. And if we settle here, we wouldn't be able to settle here, right? So we have some options. We might be able to cram some more cities here. Maybe if we come settle on the coast rather than right there. So maybe if we settle right here on the bananas. Still 4 away. We can maybe remove this and instead settle like right here. And then with that in mind, oops. I mean, we still could maybe settle there. Let's see. We could settle maybe here and then there. Yeah, we can do that. That's a city here. So we have these two coastal, and then one was right there, give or take. And this is going to be on the kind of, it's a terrible spot, right? You'd have one workable tile at the beginning. So I probably won't settle there, to be honest. Probably just won't happen. And I think that's actually fine if we do it like this. We might have to look for some islands to settle to make sure we get as many cities out as we want. That in mind, let's settle this city next. Actually, no, let's go to this one, because this is going to really grow quickly and help our loyalty with the other cities. So we're going to heal up another turn and then make sure he's protecting that settler we're sending out. With that settler done, we could get the granary to grow the capital more, but I think I'm just going to keep pumping out settlers. Here's where we chop. Let's get the C1 to lock it in. And I think I'm also going to chop this and get the granary finished, and then let it work towards the C1. Just double checking, make sure we had plotted those correctly. I think I'm going to harvest this to chop out that and get the district a bit faster, and then go improve the camp. And the reason I'm chopping here is because I know we're going to put a district here in between these.
Thousands have lived without.
I don't know which district yet. Maybe a commercial hub would be a good idea, actually. So, but we'll see. With that in mind, where do we want to go next? I would like to get towards education and even industrialization eventually, obviously. I think currency's a really good idea. We're not going to get a quarry, but the access to masonry is nice. In fact, let's go for getting the water mills in places in cities is really beneficial. So we're going to go for that. Let's chop this out. Get the granary. That's going to grow that city fast. Let's get our C1 district up, and then let's send that builder out to improve the camp there.
Please accept my warmest thanks for your kind.
I do accept your warmest thanks. With that in mind, she's being nice. Let's declare a friendship. Still don't have really anything beneficial to trade, unfortunately. That's fine. Having a friend is still very helpful. Let's get this third city settled. With the C1 completed, our science has shot up to 16 per turn. We're still behind, right? But we've passed France. France. Speaking of, my wife and I just went to France. This is one of the reasons we have this. I haven't released really new content in a long time. We were in Europe for quite a while. Had to come back with Corona and everything, but having some other adventures. So it's been a lot of fun. But man, France was cool. And we went all over Europe actually. So we were there for a couple months. It was just pretty dang awesome. I think I'm going to keep producing builders here to kind of help all the other places, and maybe we'll have this in 2 turns. Getting the government plaza here was not a bad idea, or actually getting it in this city would actually be even better. Let's get an archer is also a pretty good idea, just for some defense. We do have some potential aggressors that have much stronger militaries than we do. Tempted to get the library up too, but I think I'm gonna get builders first. Ooh, barbarian swordsman. Yeah, let's run away from that. Forgot about that scout up there. Alright, we're gonna go next turn. Oh, we gotta go come back around. Okay, we're gonna settle here. It's loyalty's not changing very nice. Next turn we can build the government plaza. Getting it here would be really nice. Getting the C1 up is also not a bad idea. Could build it there. Could build it here, actually, be even better. I think. What should we build here? We could go for a granary, could go for a monument. We need those. Let's get the monument. We need some culture gen, and we have good tiles to work. And we want to grow to get some more tiles there, so let's get the camp. It's going to give us some gold. Just continue to explore, see what's there. I'm going to do probably 1 or 2 more turns, and then we'll
Don't reinvent the wheel.
Right,
A strong economy begins with a...
Look at our... That's what we want to do. Towards Wonders isn't bad if we want to build the Oracle, which we don't have access to yet, though, anyways. I think we still want to focus on settlers. We're not building any other, really, units, so I don't see a point in replacing the military card we have in. I do want to see what's up here in the north. Temple of Artemis was completed. That is fine with me. I think we can actually go towards currency now. We're going to go towards political philosophy to get that done as soon as possible. Okay, so we have some options. We could go for Magnus so that we can harvest a little better, get more out of harvesting. Not to mention we can maybe produce settlers without losing population. Though to be honest, I'm not super worried about that. I think our capital is going to grow pretty quickly, regardless. We could also maybe get 1 science for each citizen. It's not bad. Plus the extra great people person points, great people points. Guildmaster not bad. Get more builders and more builder charges. Let's see, where would we be doing many harvests? We definitely want to harvest here. We're going to probably send a builder here soon, actually. It's because we want to put the C1 district down. And we want to harvest the rainforest. Might harvest here too. I think I'm going to focus on Pingala, take the extra science. If we keep this trader going here, as well as our next traders, we should be able to keep our capital growing pretty quickly. I'm not too worried about that. We're in a dark age, and it's still hardly losing loyalty. We're also getting the monument to improve loyalty, so I'm not super worried about that city yet. I think, yeah, we're just going to finish this turn. There's England. Okay, so obviously a rough start, but you know we were able to overcome some adversity from the barbarians. We've got 3 cities with our 4th about to come out, and I think we're going to settle out these further out ones, probably either this one or this one next, and then like this area is protected, so we're not super worried about losing the land there. I think we're probably going to settle here, and then here, and then maybe probably this one, and then maybe this one. I'm not sure yet. We also want to explore and see what's here, because there should be some islands we can settle, which would be really nice. Anyways, I'm going to call that good. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Hugo Stiglitz, and I'll see you on the next episode.